Kate's subtle nod to the late Queen during visit to Aberfan. Kate Middleton paid a subtle tribute to the Queen as she visited Aberfan today. The Princess of Wales pinned a glittering copy of the Welsh Guards League brooch on her lapel for the outing. The original Welsh Guards League brooch was designed for Queen Elizabeth II in 1960 using the drawings of the Welsh Guardsmen, but both Camilla and Princess Diana have worn replicas of the brooch. The Queen's brooch was presented to the late monarch as a regimental gift, and was funded by the Guardsmen themselves, who each paid 12.5 pence. In the decades that followed, the Queen made sure to wear the brooch at most events involving the Welsh Guards. Most recently, she sported the heirloom at the new colours to the 1st Battalion Welsh Guards at Windsor Castle in 2015, and also at a scaled-down Trooping the Colour in 2020 in the height of the coronavirus pandemic. Princess Diana, who held the title of Princess of Wales, also wore a replica of the brooch while watching a parade of the 1st Battalion of Welsh Guards in London in 1990, when Britain's Queen Elizabeth presented the regiment with new colours. Meanwhile, Camilla wore her replica of the brooch during her first visit to Wales after the Queen's death in September. Each of the brooches is slightly different in design, with different twists in the leek's leaves, as well as differences in the color of the roots of each brooch. The Prince and Princess of Wales, Kate and William, travelled to Wales and visited the Aberfan Memorial Garden, which was built to remember the Aberfan disaster. In 1966, a primary school was destroyed after a collapse of a colliery spoil tip, killing 116 children and 28 adults. For the occasion, Kate opted for a very elegant black coat dress which she combined with a black handbag and matching knee-high boots. The Princess of Wales wore her grey patterned midi dress from Spanish brand Zara underneath, and she looked beautiful in the elegant ensemble. Kate wore this same dress, featuring long sleeves and a pleated skirt, in October last year to visit the University of London, but back then, she combined the gown with grey heels. For jewelry, the princess donned a pair of delicate drop earrings and her diamond-encrusted leek brooch, which is the national emblem of Wales, pinned to her left lapel. During the visit to the Aberfan Memorial Garden, Kate and William paid their respects to those who lost their lives during the disaster and were seen chatting with locals who came to greet them, as well as survivors, rescue workers and their families. Kate has worn the diamond leek brooch when visiting Wales before, including earlier this year when she and Prince William attended the St. David's Day Parade of the Welsh Guards. Creative director at Jewellers Stephen Stone, Maxwell Stone, commented on Kate's brooch and opined that the princess made a glittering tribute to Wales today by wearing a leek brooch. Kate's brooch is a replica of Queen Elizabeth II's Welsh Guards leek brooch, which she wore several times during her 70-year reign, he revealed. The late Queen's brooch was gifted to her by Welsh Guards in 1960, and the diamond brooch is identical to the cap badge of the Welsh Guards. The expert continued, "The Princess of Wales isn't the only royal to have sported a replica of the original brooch, and Camilla wore one on her lapel last September, when she accompanied King Charles on his first trip to Wales since he acceded the throne." Princess Diana also owned a replica of the brooch, which she wore on occasions involving the Welsh Guards. The jewellery expert estimated that Kate's brooch could be worth around £25,000.